Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly focus for the week of June the 24th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support. Let's go right to the cards, Pisces, and see what they have to reveal for our upcoming week. Now, I do know that Saturn is going retrograde in your first house, right? In your home. Saturn is there going retrograde. So it's all about reflection, I think. Or you'll be entering a time of reflection probably throughout the entire summer, but this is the week that kicks it off. So I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't see that in your reading now. The underlying energy is the Six of Wands. This is about going forward. This is about grabbing the new mission in life. This is about understanding the successes that you've had until this moment in time. Very clear on that one. Okay. Seven of Swords. We really have to understand what we truly need when we are going forward on our path, what we don't need. We don't want to take extra along. We don't want things to burden us, weigh us down. So it is a time of release for ourselves, and it's understanding what has value in our life, what supports us, what moves us forward, what enhances us in some way, in some form. Maybe it's how we utilize our vitality or our time. Maybe it's how we utilize our resources, for goodness sakes. This is going towards successes. This is going towards happiness, joy. Absolutely. But yeah, happiness and joy. A time of celebration. So we're going after our successes in life. And we're really understanding what needs to be in our life and what needs to go in our life, or what needs maybe when it comes to the amount of time we've given it. Maybe it moves in the priority list. It's not our focus right now. Our focus should be on us, actually. Our goals, our dreams, our desires. Okay, Pisces? You want to focus on you for the summer months. Understand, the person you want to be in the world. When people look at you, this is what they see. This is how they describe you. If I asked a friend of yours to describe you, or a coworker, or somebody in the community, what would they tell me about you? And really looking at the image that you are portraying, the image you want to portray, maybe as being more authentic, more your true self. But I think we're looking more at our own personal goals, our dreams, our desires. Understanding where we are, it's Saturn. So where we stand up and accept our responsibilities, our obligations, where we give our best, our word is our honor. How often is that a reflection of us? Do we need to work on these things, different areas of our life? Maybe it's more taking on more responsibility, or maybe it's a little bit more about having a patience with ourselves and how things unfold, or self-discipline. Maybe we have been what we consider to be procrastinating or something, or we always put it off till tomorrow. And this is a time when we're going to self-discipline ourselves. It's like when you were little and mom or dad wouldn't let you go out and play until your room was clean or your homework was done. And so we knew we had to do that work before we could go and have the enjoyment. And sometimes we need to be the parent of ourselves. So this could be a week, or this could be a summer of where we need to start parenting ourselves a little bit, not implying, but putting some pressure on ourselves too. Setting some goals, some realistic, doable goals that we have to complete before we can go out. Make a list, okay? Saturn, make a list of the things that you need to accomplish throughout the day. Make sure that you're getting those things done before, but you also have to have a balance between work and play here. Okay, that's very important, to let in your enthusiasm, your happiness, your joy, to celebrate the transformation of who you're becoming. Worry, concern. So, I can see with Saturn going into retrograde that you will have a lot of worries, concerns. Am I really, meeting my goals, my expectations of what I wanted to step into? Am I furthering myself? Am I, not applying myself? Am I applying myself too much in an area of my life? Do I need to pull it back and give myself more time, more compassion, more self-love? Where do I need to step up to the plate? Where do I need to become stronger in who I am within the community, within the workplace, within the home and family? This could even be looking at your relationship with money. How do I spend? Do I spend because I want that instant gratification, or do I ask myself, what is the value of this purchase? Does it bring value into my world? Or, do I really need it at this time? Is it a pointless purchase, or is it something that I need in order to survive? Groceries and stuff like that. But are you grabbing, the right things? Or are you buying the all the aisle sales? Okay. There was a time in life when we all made a list and we had so much cash that we kept out of our paycheck, because you had to go to the bank to cash your paycheck, and you'd put so much in, you'd pay all your bills out of it, and you'd take some money for what you would need for groceries for the week and outings and stuff like that. We didn't have instant access with debit cards and stuff. So you would make a shopping list because you had to get the essentials. Okay, and then you had so much money, so you had it figured out that maybe you had a $20 window or something for some fun stuff, right? Get a pie or a thing of cookies or something like that. But for the most part, right, it was the essentials on the list. And you had to have the money when you got up there to pay, because there wasn't any way to get any more money. So you had to mind what you were putting in the cart and everything like that. So it's kind of like that kind of energy, but with every aspect of your life. You're kind of grocery shopping right now for what you want to show, like showcase yourself as, where you want to throw your talents, your abilities, where you want your authentic self to shine brightly. It's all that kind of stuff. So there is a lot of worry and a lot of concern. So just take a deep breath when you catch yourself doing that, and just know that you've got this, and you'll have the whole summer to transform this, going from the caterpillar to the butterfly kind of energy here. So know that this is a time to look at yourself, to improve yourself. It might be new wardrobes, it might be learning experiences, it might be new relationships, it might be leaving old relationships, it might be leaving old environments to step into new environments. So don't worry about it, because it will be a flow. Nothing is going to be sudden here, or, a jerking kind of energy in your life. So long as you are aware of the energy and know that that's its purpose. Because eventually what happens is Saturn goes forward again. And Saturn will go forward over some of these things that we are thinking about, things we want to implement. And when that happens in the fall, that's when you start to really gain some really strong ground to move forward in the way you want. Not saying that you're not going to be able to move forward this whole time, but we're going to be more in retrospection than we are in forward movement when it comes to our goals, our strategies, our plans for the future. We have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is understanding where somebody has put a limitation in your path, or you've allowed them to, or you've adopted their sense of thinking or some advice they gave to you once upon a time. You took it to heart because you wanted to be loved, you wanted to be accepted, you wanted to be respected. Whatever the reason was, you allowed that to be your voice going forward. So understand where you are living your life and you are living somebody else's life. Are you working towards your happiness or somebody else's happiness? You want to be an artist, but your parents want you to follow the family tradition, being a doctor, and they told you everything that you can't do. You can't be an artist because, and they had a whole list of things, but still this yearning is in your heart to be that artist. And maybe this is a time when you say, no, I'm stepping into it, or whatever you are creative at, or where your self-expression makes something unique and you can take ownership of it. Overriding this energy is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is one that he gets an idea, he does a little bit of research, he gets his bearings, and then he starts. He doesn't etch anything into stone. Okay, so letting go of this worry, I think this is more a thing to telling you to let go of that worry, that concern. You don't need to have it. You don't need to fill yourself up with anxiety and what's happening here. I can't move forward as fast as I wanted to. Chances are you won't be able to during this energy, but when you do, and it's only a very short period of time, look at this, we're halfway through the year already, it'll really be a short period of time when you really walk through this energy to where you are going to be strong. So it's a short window for you to really identify with who you want to be. I mean, what a gift to really be able to pull everything back and say, is this who I want to be? When people describe me, when people see me, when people acknowledge who I am, what I stand for, are these the things I'm showing them? And it could be as much as just getting a complete, do your hair different. If you're a guy, do your beard different, something like that. To doing, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is supporting all of this. So this could be a great love coming in. Okay. This is about spending time with other people. This is one-on-one, growing those relationships, building solid foundations with other people based on your likes, your similarities, the things that you have in common, and to bring in the enjoyment of each experience with that person. So maybe you meet a friend for coffee once a week or something. So, walk in smiling. Don't be complaining about your week and how horrible it's been. Talk about the wonderful things that have happened in your life. Okay? Share the love, share the joy, share the celebration is what this card is all about. That minimizes the worry and concern right there, because we feel more ourselves when we can say, oh yeah, this happened in my life and this happened in my life. Do a little bit of a brag if you have to. Okay? Raise your self-awareness of just how great you are. As we walk into the week, we have the Two of Swords. So we walk in with a hard decision to make, which might be the instigator in looking at what we're really taking forward with us and what we need to leave behind. What actually is a burden, or it doesn't support us. It doesn't bring us to where we need to be, or it doesn't support our energy for what we want to step into. It could be a highly emotional decision. This is one that you have to look within to find the answer. Only you can make this. Okay, which will probably spur you to, what do I truly need in order to go forward? What am I dragging with me? What are the burdens? What are the limitations? And then all of a sudden you go down that rabbit hole, right? And you start thinking of the worst. This is about recognizing it, being aware of it. Cancel, delete, and throw in exactly what you want to see. At that point, you'll see where you might be working towards somebody else's happiness or agenda rather than your own passions and dreams, and starting to realign your energy or taking back your empowerment that you've given away along the way. We end the week, look at this, happily ever after. So it's a very strong week for you to clear up a lot of little tiny things, or maybe something grand in your life, depending on how strong or weak this energy is for you. But you're all going to be experiencing it in some way. There is a lot of free will in this one, though. But we have a lot of cups, so I'm thinking it has a lot to do with our relationships, perhaps home and family, and the dynamics of home and family, wanting to infuse it with joy, happiness, celebration, abundance, love, obviously. For work and career, we have the Five of Wands. Play well with others. There could be some kind of competitions or stuff happening. Pardon me. This is fun competition, so this could be team play, working together as a team, collectively joining a group of people in order to start a new business or a new venture. Or it could be something even in the community, to make the community a better place, or bringing people together within the community, which would make it a better place. And understanding your role in it. And understanding the dynamics of what you bring to the table, and how you're needed, and how you can allow your authenticity to shine, your true self to shine within these groups. For love and relationship, wow, we have the King of Swords. So there's a dynamic about us that we want the joy, the happiness, the celebration. What's going wrong is really bothering us. It's eating us up. So stop, delete, cancel. What can I do about this? What is the solution? Give it up to God, your angels, your guides, the universe. They will respond. They will take care of it. They will help you. Okay, so if you're having frustrations, but I get this almost like a dynamic kind of energy, like you want to start games night, or really want a strong foundation within the relationship. You don't want superficiality right now. This could be somebody new, okay, as you go forward. You could meet somebody along the path, absolutely. They're filled with enthusiasm, they have lots of wonderful ideas. So that kind of energy can come in. That could be your knight in shining armor. Oh, do we get worried about that? It looks too good to be true, but it might just be that good. So I wouldn't, usually I use that in a whole different context, but I'm thinking it might be that good. You might just, be tapping into a wonderful energy there for a new best friend, or a mentor that you're going to come to love and adore, or a spouse, a significant other can come in right now. If you are in a relationship, it's understanding what doesn't work anymore within the relationship. We need to allow our relationships to evolve and not get into a rut, as much as we need to do it personally for ourselves. The final card, which we will lay on the Nine of Swords, is the Four of Swords. So there's a lot here about restoration, forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Okay, forgive yourself. Okay, it wasn't anything you did, or that you were supposed to go through those experiences to learn, to grow your wisdom, to grow your understanding, so that you could create a solid foundation for yourself going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.